Good morning. If this is your first time, I'm Kyle, and I'm one half of the Wandering Shores. This is going to be a slightly different video for us today. Obviously, we don't have a whole lot of what they call talking head videos, but I thought this is a topic that a lot of people are wondering about. There are a lot of people probably out there who have been interested in this lifestyle but think it's unachievable for them. So we thought it might be helpful to kind of go through with you guys what our expenses have been since we've hit the road. So just to run some folks up to speed, we hit the road on September 8th, 2020, and today is May 15th. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and as you can see by the background behind us, we are in another beautiful boondocking spot. We are just outside Sedona, Arizona, in the Coconino National Forest. So we've been out here for 10 days so far, and we've got another 3 days before we head on to our next adventure. So just as a point of reference, this is being recorded in the middle of May. So all of the facts and the numbers I'm going to give you are going to be up until April 30th, our last full month. So we're going to include everything from September to the end of April. I thought it might be ideal to kind of break things down, give you some relative information related to some of the expenses that we have in each category. But I'm going to have to go off of some notes. The numbers are far too diverse to really kind of not have some notes with me. So please forgive me if I'm looking down at my notes. But I think the information is more important to be accurate. So yes, as we talked about, we left in September, and this is going to go through September of 2020, and this is going to go through April of 2021, the end of April. So one of our biggest expenses, as you can imagine, as a full-time traveler, is going to be fuel. Fuel is very temperamental, to say the least. When we are pulling our 28-foot travel trailer with our Ram 1500, we get about 9 miles a gallon on average. Obviously, we get about 16 when we're not pulling our campers. So the fuel cost is going to be everything included for all gasoline except for gasoline for the generator, which is in a different category. So for the last 8 months, we have spent, and I'm going to put these numbers up somewhere over here, probably in a little beautiful little, pop-up, but we spent $3,666.03. That comes out to be $458.25 per month. So it costs us about $450 a month to travel. Now, some of those months we spent like $200, but then back 2 months ago we came all the way from Florida over to Texas, and that month we spent close to $950 in gas. So, but all broken out, we averaged about $450 a month in gas. Next big ticket item really in this lifestyle is groceries. Now, we're a family of 2. This is going to be different for everybody depending upon the family size and the type of food you eat and where you shop. But we spent $3,800.03. I don't know what it is about 3 cents, but that seems to be the magic number. That comes out to be $475 per month on average for food costs. Now that we do mostly cooking and eating at home. We don't go out a lot to eat. You're going to see down here in our dining section that we haven't spent a lot of money. So most of our food and most of our eating is done in the camper, around the campfire, on our Blackstone grill, etc. So we got $450 or so for gas, $475 for groceries. Our utilities. Now let me explain what's included in utilities. We've got our cell phones. We got 2 cell phones. Because of the importance of internet coverage in the areas that we go, we've got a lot of duplication of services. So we actually have 3 different other internet service providers. We have a Sprint hotspot, we have a Verizon hotspot, and we have a Visible service hotspot as well. So all together with internet, phone, and then I've included here under utilities, I've included sewer and gas. Even more importantly, we found tons and tons of free places to dump. I think we've paid to dump the sewer twice, because we do have to dump the gray water at some point as well. Some places it's legal, though we haven't found them. to just dump it where you're parked at. But sometimes we do it at a campground. On the rare occasions, we're at campgrounds. So the total for all of the utilities for the last 8 months has been $1,837.12. Comes out to be about $229.64 a month. So our internet, our utilities, gas for the generators included in that, comes out to be about $230 a month on average. Recreation. We mountain bike, we kayak, we do a lot of different things. One thing I will say about this recreation cost here is it's elevated now because in the last 8 months we've bought some stuff that is one-time purchases. We bought an inflatable kayak, we bought an X3 workout program, which we may do a video on at some point in the future, but we found great success and we really enjoy it. It's perfect if you're out on the road in a full-time camper. But that is what it is. It also includes our Planet Fitness membership. So we have a Planet Fitness membership. We periodically will go work out there, but more importantly, we use it if we want to take showers. If we're near a major city that has a Planet Fitness, we'll go take showers there to save and conserve on water because we do primarily boondocking. So our recreation costs, and again, that includes all trails, pro memberships, and apps that may be more helpful to full-time campers that have a fee associated with it. But All Trails is really the major one that we use for when we go out on hiking and biking adventures. So we spent $1,231.90 on what we consider recreation. It comes out to be about $153.98. I guess that's exactly what it comes out to be. Pets. Most of you know by this point we have, yes, 4 cats. So their food, their litter, water doesn't cost anything, but their food and their litter primarily. We've spent $918.01. Comes out to be about $114.75 a month, so $115 a month for our pets. Vacation and lodging. Here's the unique part, guys. As you know, we've equipped our camper with lithium batteries and solar, and so we don't do a lot of camping in campgrounds. So this cost for us is fairly low, but for some of you, if you're going to stay in campgrounds and Thousand Trails memberships and stuff, this is going to be a lot higher. But for us, this is where we save the most amount of money. We've stayed out here. We're going to stay out here for a total of 12 days in the Coconina National Forest, and we haven't paid a penny to stay here. So our lodging vacation cost is what we consider it. It includes campground fees. It also includes Harvest Host. Harvest Host is a program. It's about $80 a year where if you're looking just for a one-night stay over, there are over 2,000 farms, breweries, wineries, churches, golf courses, things like that, where you can call ahead and say, hey, you've got space. Can I park overnight on my way to my next destination? So Harvest Host is another membership that's about $80. But anyway, vacation and lodging costs for the entire 8 months is $791.15. That averages out to be about $98 a month. That is extremely low. For those of you who are out on the road and have camped, most campgrounds are anywhere from $40 to $70 a night. We tend to try to stay in state parks if we can. We were in Florida, for example, for 3 months, and we paid for 4 nights of camping. And that was because we were down in Curry Hammock State Park in the Keys, and there's really no boondocking available down in the Florida Keys. So we don't pay a lot for camping. It averages out to be $98.89 a month. Dining out. Again, we talked about earlier, we don't eat out a lot, but when we do, I recorded it. It ends up being $883.70, comes out to about $110 a month. Again, those are rare occasions. We've been in Sedona. We've actually gone out to eat twice in Sedona, and that's very odd for us. Most of the time we eat at home. So that ends up being $110 a month. Then we've got entertainment. Entertainment costs. Here's what I included. I included Amazon Prime membership, Netflix. I like to watch the UFC fights. A couple times I've paid for pay-per-views. We've got Sirius XM. And then during the last 8 months, I had to buy a Chromecast. Our Roku kind of pooped out on us, and we wanted something else to broadcast shows and TV and stuff to our television. So we have entertainment costs, $722.69, averaging $96.58 per month. So here are the last, well, let me get to medical. Medical expenses. Now, for those of you watching, this doesn't include medical insurance or anything like that. This is sheerly stuff that we've paid for medically for the last 8 months. And a large majority of this, actually probably $1,200 total of this, has been me trying to get this tooth fixed when I broke my crown back in Florida. So we spent $1,700. It ends up being about $212 a month. However, if you take the crown out of it on normal average month, if you take that big ticket item out of there, and again, we got it super cheap. Unfortunately, I had to have it fixed twice, once temporarily and once permanently. And you guys probably saw that video from when we went down to Mexico to get the crown and the cleaning. So on average, we spend really more like $65 a month in medical costs. And that's medicine, stuff at Walgreens, CVS that are related to healthcare. So the other two big expense items are home repair and household. So let me go through household first. Household are things such as toiletries. For those of you who watched our video, and again, we'll click that and link that, of our camper review, we've got a sticker door where anytime we go somewhere, we put a sticker up on the door to represent the places we've been. So that's included in there. This few things of clothing that we've bought, haircuts, clearly not for me, storage items, camera supplies, vitamins, we had to buy a new pair of hiking boots, things like that, space heater, that is a one-time purchase. All of those all of those households came items, and again, this is kind of a dump all category, came to $4,205.33. It ends up being about $525 a month for the household items. The last big ticket item that we have from our life on the road is home repair. And again, let me put a caveat in here. We hit the road 8 months ago. These travel trailers are not built to last, especially full-time, especially taking down these dirt roads. You know, our current spot here in Coconina National Forest, it's an 8-mile washboarded, rocky, gravelly road that we have to get out here. So, you know, the camper gets abuse. And, so we've got some added costs in the home repairs this time that are really one-time items. If you've watched before, which I'm hoping you have, we've got a video. We had to get our axles replaced on the camper. That was $1,400. We had to get our bearings repacked. We had to get new bearings, actually. So that is a cost of about $250. That's all included in here. We also have upgraded. We've increased our security system on the camper for when we're away. I have a new power tongue jack. I haven't installed it because the other one hasn't crapped out on us yet, but I can tell it's about to, so we actually have it in the back of the truck just waiting to be installed, but that's in here. And then most recently, our air conditioner. We were down in Yuma, Arizona. It was getting up into the mid-90s, and our air conditioning stopped working. So we had to get a brand new air conditioner. Again, a lot of these items are one-time costs, and we're not going to have them on a reoccurring monthly basis, but I figured it's only fair to kind of explain to you where some of these totals come from. The other added thing is, since we've hit the road, we've now had to buy 2 different generators. One of our generators stopped working. I bought another one that was honestly just too small for the capacity of running our air conditioner in our camper, so ended up selling that on Facebook Marketplace and bought a bigger one. I now have from Harbor Freight, I have a Predator 3500. Works fantastic, but that includes, all these prices include about $1,200 worth of purchases of generators. So for the last 8 months, we've spent $7,418.76, which comes out to be about $840 a month. What I also have done then is I've taken out those one-time items that, you know, this air conditioner has a 3-year warranty. I'm not going to have to buy a new air conditioner unless I rip it off the top, knock on metal, off the top of the camper in the next 3 years. So I've taken out some of these items. The other thing that includes is Michelle and I were dingbats, and we left our front tires at a mountain bike trailhead in West Virginia when we were visiting our friends. We had to spend $500 to get new tires, so and wheels. So I've taken out the one-time purchases, and so of that $7,400, outside of the other home repairs, we took out almost $6,700 a month, which ends up being about $88 a month on average. Sorry folks, I don't know where that cut off. My phone started ringing. $88 a month in home repairs. So in total, average monthly cost comes out to be about $3,500 a month. And that is including all of the items that we've done. You know, the only thing we don't include, and I'm sorry I forgot to mention this, we don't include the cost of health insurance, which I talked about, but we also don't include the cost. Some of you guys are going to have a payment that you have to make on the camper. Some of you guys are going to have a payment that you have to make on the truck. Our camper's paid off. Our truck is going to be paid off here in about 7 months. So I didn't include that payment, but that's so different for everybody. I just felt that everybody's situation is going to be different. A lot of people don't have payments related to cars or campers at all. So it ends up being about $3,500 a month. What I then did is I took out I projected our budget and what it really is probably going to be like over the next 3 months or 4 months until we hit the 1 year mark. I think on average we're going to spend about $400 in gas. Groceries is going to stay about the same, about $475. The reason gas went down is because we're not going to be moving as much. You know, we can stay in places like this where the length of time you can stay is 14 days. So we're not going to be moving around as much as we had to move around in the last 8 months. Groceries, sorry, going to stay the same, $475. Utilities is going to be probably about $230 like it has been. That's not going to change. Recreation, we're predicting probably about $75 a month. The pets is going to stay the same at $115. Vacation and lodging, I'm guessing that's maybe going to be $100 a month. Again, we don't stay in campgrounds. You know, we're headed up to the Grand Canyon next. We are staying in a campground. It's $14 a night for 4 nights. So, you know, that's going to be rare. We're going to many of the other national parks. We're going to Zion after that. We're not paying for campground. We're going to Bryce. We're not paying for campground. So again, that's going to be low. It's probably going to be somewhere around $75 a month to $100 at most. Dining, stay about the same, about $75 a month. Entertainment, $90 a month is what I'm projecting for our future. Home repairs, I'm projecting about $100 a month on average. A lot of these things that we have had done related to home repairs are one-time costs, and knock on wood, metal, whatever this is, I hope not to have to do that again anytime soon. We've got our camper's working really well for us. Household about $150 a month, and medical about $50. So, you know, that gives you a general idea. I'll put all the totals here along the side, as well as the monthly total. I'm thinking we're probably going to be closer to about $2,100 a month on average. Sorry for fiddling with the papers. $2,100 a month on average for our costs. So I hope this video was helpful. Again, everybody's costs are going to be different. You know, we've had several things break in the camper that I think we're pretty set for now for a long term, so we're probably not going to have to fix those again. And honestly, there's not a whole lot else to break in the camper that we haven't already fixed or we are confident in. So, you know, our biggest expense really gas and food, like most of you, other than mortgage, and we don't have a mortgage. So hope this video was helpful. Please, 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 please hit the subscribe button. We are also going to follow this video up with another one here very shortly with how we make money on the road. So I hope that information will be helpful for you guys. But I want to wrap it up. We're at about 20 minutes now on this video, and if you have any questions, please comment below, and hope you join us next time on our next adventure. Thanks, guys.